just doing a little bit of a pit walk here. It's late in the day, so a lot of cars are packed up, but let's go see what's out here. You broke it? What'd you break?
Broke the steering rack.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? I thought someone else broke a steering rack.
Apparently it is a thing.
Yeah, okay, because I heard about it, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
When did you break it?
Last session.
Fuck, that's like, was that why they towed it off?
They didn't tow it off.
Oh, or did you have to stop the car?
I did, because I thought my wheels were coming off.
Okay.
So I finished my lap. Like, I hit the straight and the wheels just like, I was like, oh fuck, I should finish the lap. I finished the lap, and then I parked it, and then...
Was that with the Hoosiers?
Yeah, it doesn't like Hoosiers.
It doesn't like Hoosiers? Did the traction control go crazy?
I don't know, everything went crazy.
Everything went crazy, broke the steering rack. I can't remember where I heard it. Hi, Marlene. We got some angriness in here. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's really unhappy. Oh my god. I don't know if you can see it, but the wheel's just like vibrating like crazy. That's so crazy, what the hell?
It is broken. Everything is broken.
You went so fast you broke it, Matt. Holy shit. You didn't even see the steering wheel was like vibrating.
It's bad.
Holy crap. I'm sorry, buddy.
It's cool.
So first session with Hoosiers?
Yeah. Dude, it like, Hoosiers are so easy. I was trying to like, oh my god. Oh my god.
That's so sick.
Oh shit.
Purple crack?
Purple crack.
So do you think it would have been fast if you would have been able to do a lap?
Yeah. I did like 52.
Not even trying. So 52 with all the warnings and malfunctions, which means that it probably cut power and everything, and a broken steering rack, and like being like, what the hell's going on?
I don't know. I think everything's kind of happened at once. And
That's crazy. So like all the issues, did it cut power and like turn on the traction control?
I don't remember about the power. I was more focused on the wheels coming off.
So focus on not having your wheels come off?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
It's all good.
All right, man, good job today. I'll talk to you later. Hi, Phil. Having fun today?
I am.
Purple grill. Kind of like that last one.
Our good buddy Mario from Rogue Motorsports up in the Bay Area.
Come on down.
Will had some unfortunate issues. Nice meeting you, dudes.
It was really nice to meet you. Thanks for
meeting you.
us in.
No problem. I'm glad you guys came out. You guys have a great drive, safe, and hopefully we'll see you again next year.
You will.
All right, thank you. Sorry about your transmission. Will went fast, but set a PB. Would have gone faster and then broke a transmission. So, sorry, man.
What happened?
Yeah. It'll be a lot faster next year. Justin used beautiful S2000. This thing is one of the best looking cars out here today. I love this thing. All the important stuff and nothing you don't need. We had a few awesome vendors come out. We had, oh, there goes Ryan Passey. Unfortunately, I'm late to this because I'm really bad at vlogging, but Cause was here. We have WinMax, Rays, and Koyorad. Naturally, I was parked at the Koyorad booth, so after we broke it, we just pushed it over there. Hi, Z Smooth. We got some
Following you today with a camera.
Billy Jang.
You were right, but it wasn't FBI with the
Ryan Passey's very, very fast Miata. The Hyper Miata, it's got the LFX, it's a V6 from like a Camaro. This thing's super cool, he's got this thing so dialed. Damn, look at how much angle he has on this wing. That's how you know he's making some serious front downforce. This thing's super cool. I hope Ryan doesn't mind me poking around. But have to say this is probably by far my favorite Miata. I'm stealing your secrets.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just singing the praises about you having like the only Miata I like.
Fair enough. We're getting it. We're slowly getting there.
Yeah.
It was like a messy 47.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Dude, good, because that's like the fastest you've gone at this track after adding the supercharger.
Yes. I mean, the car as it sits today, if we just ran all day, it would be 45.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, that was a super messy. And then I just hit, I was like, oh, let's knock a couple more seconds off and there's traffic, you know? But,
dude, at least you're getting there. Because if you were doing like that, I saw the traffic, like, so you did the 47 passing cars?
no, that was the first lap and the tires went up to town. And so it was like really sketchy and like backing out of it in like high speed sections. But it was still decent, you know? But we're just incrementally working through the issues and getting there, so.
That's cool. Well, I mean, it's good to see you slowly getting back to the pace that you were last year, and then obviously you're gonna go much faster once you get dialed in.
That's the idea.
Ryan had a few issues today with drive-by-wire and fuel starvation.
No, we solved the fuel starvation.
Okay, so that you didn't have today.
So
okay.
We were able to run the tank completely dry, basically.
Nice.
Which
So-
is not what we were able to do it.
Yeah, at finals, yeah, because I know that's when, like, you learned a lot about the car at finals, right?
Yeah, I mean, we went home with a ton of lessons learned. It was just frustrating, right? That's not when you want to do it.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling very well.
So the fuel starve issue is completely solved with a surge tank. Now we just have drive-by-wire issues. But we have basically, through swapping things and messing with stuff, we've narrowed it down to like one connector.
Oh, wow, how weird.
It's like I'm gonna go back, run completely fresh wires and connectors for that circuit, and we should be good.
So the problem isn't necessarily like a hardware issue where like things aren't working together with like the supercharger and all of this. It's like literally just like wires.
Right, some of the older issues were, but this particular thing is just a factory wire, not being happy.
Crazy.
Factory
So
connector.
I
There's
see.
no strain relief on that
Yeah,
stuff.
so
you
just
know.
from like probably putting it on and off a bunch of times,
Yeah.
moving it, you
Right,
never
I mean,
know.
like the factory connector is rated for like 5 cycles.
Exactly.
you know?
So one thing, that's a good bit of knowledge for anyone that doesn't know, and why people use like Deutsch connectors and stuff, because they're designed for it.
Those are like 200 cycles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're constantly pulling a sensor on and off, it's not a very good thing. Can we take a look under the hood?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, let's steal his aero secrets.
No! No, get the blankets.
Ryan is very open with this car, which I think is really cool. Like most people, when they're going this fast and at the pointy end of the grid in their respective classes, they can be very secretive. But Ryan's been one of the most open people I've talked to. I know.
I figure also, like, if you come to the track, you get the privilege of getting to just pour over the car, you know, crawl under it, do whatever you can. I'm not going to stop you, you know what I mean? I may not like openly talk about certain things,
naturally,
online or whatever, but yeah, if you're here, you get to look around.
Yeah, and I know like there have been people in Time Attack that I've seen that are like they put like partitions around their car, they cover it afterwards. Right. So I'm glad that you don't do that.
I mean,
it's really cool.
You want to have fun.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
And half of this car, especially like with the engine swap and like the build thread that I've had for years, it's all about inspiring other people to do some rad shit.
That's
right?
cool. Yeah.
So it's like, if you're too secretive, you're not inspiring anybody.
I gotta be honest, I've definitely been on that thread a few times.
There you go, yeah.
Just trying to see, because part of it is going to see what fast guys do and learn what you can, and this thing's, I have to say, it's very impressive how every single like aspect of the car you've done something to, you know what I mean? Like there's almost nothing in this car that's still stock.
Windshield.
See, there you go. So I've got a stock windshield because of the rules, but like it's a car that I feel like no stone was left unturned, you know what I mean? Like even if it was a small change, you tried to do what you could.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you've always got a list of more things you want to do, improve and tweak. But yeah, we definitely sat down with the rule book and tried to actually build a car for the class. You know, we may not feel like we're all the way there yet, but it's not a car that was just built and then it was like, I guess it fits in limit.
Yeah.
For sure.
I remember the first time I saw this car, I was like, oh yeah, this thing's gonna be fast. And it was the first time I'd ever said that about like a Time Attack Miata. Because there have been fast Miatas. Like Emilio's car it is lap time fast, but it's not truly competitive. Like if you look at other unlimited class cars,
right.
which is like, so there's a difference between being fast and being Time Attack competitive. And this car is Time Attack competitive for the class, which is
I mean,
cool.
obviously, when we had it before the supercharger, we had that thing died.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that was
flat through Riverside
doing
is
46s. Yeah, flat through Riverside doing 146s at Button Willow on street tires.
Yeah, amazing.
So that doesn't happen overnight, right? So we're working back towards that.
Good.
Change things.
It's part of the process. Where is the blower?
Yeah, it's low.
So that's what I was like, oh, it's over there? Okay.
It's instead of the power steering.
The supercharger's down
barely
there.
see
Yeah, I don't even know if you can see it. That's pretty cool. Because I was wondering, I mean, with how tight this engine is in there.
Clearances are millimeters.
Yeah.
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 There's a custom bracket, custom everything. The only thing that's a part number to it is the supercharger itself.
Yeah, these engines are great, but they're not necessarily. I feel like the aftermarket isn't quite as developed as just like an LS or like a K series where there's like anything you want. Yeah,
I mean, if you want to do something, you kind of have to figure out how to do it yourself.
Yeah.
And if you're having issues, you kind of have to work through them yourselves. Like with a K series or with a Miata motor, you just go on the forums and like someone else has run into it, whatever it is, and you can like research it.
Yeah.
With this, I mean, a car's a car, an engine's an engine.
Yeah.
So there's basic principles, but you're learning this thing all fresh.
So one thing that Christian and I always nerd out about, like especially on like professional race cars, is serviceability. Like we were literally looking at the video on Friday, like 3 days ago, where Audi changes a full transmission in 4 minutes. And one thing I've always liked about this car compared to like every other time Vtec car is how serviceable it is, and really cool things like how this bar is removable. Like, so if you need to work on it, you could just take off those 2 bars. I think it's really cool that you guys did that. And I know this front end comes off really quickly, right? Like you can have the whole front end off in like minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to exaggerate it, but it's minutes to have the bumper and splitter off, and everything's quick disconnect pins.
Yeah.
And then if you need to work on the motor more seriously, the entire cooling assembly and the front structure, anything that's painted black, that all comes off with 2 pins.
So anything
one
painted
on each
black like
side
this.
and 1 bolt on each side, and the entire cooling assembly is on, like dry brakes and everything. And
okay. So I was gonna ask that. Like, it's actually like all the hoses are dry brakes.
The main radiator in and out arms. Okay. Everything else is a dry brake.
I see. So anything like any of the heat exchangers, anything else is
all dry brakes.
And
so you just pull the entire assembly off, and then you have nothing forward of the
So I see that the dampers have external reservoirs. Are those dry brakes also? Or
no,
you just like unbolt?
They don't need to come off. Or actually,
okay. Or is that a new thing? Like they've just been relocated there?
Yeah, actually, well, you'd pull that hose clamp.
Oh, okay, cool. So you just pull the hose clamp, get that off, and in a matter of minutes it's serviced.
You don't want to do a dry brake on a shock reservoir.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of like, that's
It's a bad
different,
idea.
but
you can do it on brake lines, but not shock reservoirs.
that makes sense. So super cool. Thank you for chatting with me.
Absolutely.
And
Great
going
to
over some
see you
stuff.
out here.
Likewise. I'll come talk to you later. Hi, Dustin. How'd you do today?
Not bad. I did a little faster at the end.
What'd you run?
51.4, something like that.
So when I said he did a 52, he was even faster. But
Yeah.
Dustin is one of the Rockstar Garage guys. Very fast. You've seen Will before. Also very fast.
Everybody sees Will.
Oh yeah.
Stands out in the crowd.
Yeah, Will stands out a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, is this Jason's car? How you guys doing? Good, thank you. Ah, full kit.
I love this kid.
RSRs, what are you doing? Put good kit, put good tires. This needs AO52s. Yeah, I know, right? Like,
That's beautiful.
I wanted to put them on the NSX, like right on the side.
Does
Like,
Rep make those? Is that Rep Painter's one?
I think so.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. So, what is it? Power Needy?
Yeah.
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 Fancy titanium.
Why don't I do that? I just want to put lightness in my car.
I was just saying, like, I was over there saying about how, like, if you didn't know you were fast and you saw the car, you'd be like, oh, this car probably does like a 58. It's like, nope, not even close.
Yeah, that car, it's deceptive.
Yeah, especially with your giant Ricky Bobby sticker on the front.
Yeah. It parks hard.
Yeah. This generation of like Evo is so good.
It's like small.
Yeah, it's like the right size. Like 5s and 6s are my favorite. Yeah, right? This looks like a Mirage conversion because it's left-hand drive, but still really cool to see. Let's see. Oh yeah. It's not even close.
The car was just puking all over itself. It was just burping oil.
Oh, that sucks.
Just get a little bit more grip, and it's like, there's your next problem.
Did you take off?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I can imagine he was pretty over it, like, to put those on, and then
He was just going, I'm sub 50, sub 50, sub 50. But I mean, he's only, in his defense, he's only driven maybe 3 times this year.
and he's only 10 pounds of boost, and he has a slipping clutch, so. Sorry, Chris, if you watch this.
Sorry, Chris.
We feel for you. We understand that. I think all of us here know that struggle like really well of like, oh, I'm gonna go out and run this lap time, and you just leave like hating your life.
You just brake for the first gear.
I remember on my 911, I spent like $5 grand converting it to coilovers, doing all this stuff, and went 2 seconds slower.
You're like, jackpot.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is great. Yeah. Let's see what's happening. Hi, Frankie.
NFR anything.
What's that?
NFR anything.
Yeah. Dude, stubs at a 54.
Ego won't let me get on, like, help me on the trail anymore.
Why'd you almost hit her?
No, it's because she stresses her out. She's fucking yelling at me. Hey.
All good?
All good. All good.
Yeah, I know. Mo's the same way. Like, I feel bad because I'm like, no, I'm really close on this side. I'm like, scratch a wheel.
You can tell she's all nervous. She's like,
Yeah. Mo doesn't say she's like running side to side.
Yeah.
You're like, let me check.
I'm like, it's okay, just go slow. I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, especially like when I had the comp clutch on there, that fucking shitty ass thing. Because it's like an on-off switch, so I'm like launching up the trailer.
And then the brakes are cold, so they don't fucking work.
Yeah. Seems like I'm gonna run into her. That is a cool color. That's a nice car. Yeah. Oh yeah, this car, it's super cool. This car was at what was it? Year 11? Joey's meet? Hi. Look at how clean this engine bay is. Man. I like it when track cars look like show cars.
I'm so jealous of all this fucking room.
Right? I know, right? With the
CRX is like this.
CRX is like, okay, then you just gotta cut the valve cover.
Like this, notch that.
Remove the hood.
It's like, sleeping bag back to toast.
Yeah. Nice and toasty. That's a great color.
It is. This car's beautiful. I like the quality of the paint's nice. So, that was a pit walk. Thanks for coming along.